Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So it's down to business here.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the space.
Can he finish? There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Threads one in, and this is Shevchenko. Shot a goal! And that's a good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager...
And the shots! Oh, it's come loose. That's another chance. Hakimi getting this one clear. Koundé. Xavi Alonso. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Inzaghi. Neymar. Now it's Inzaghi. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Gullit. Kimmich. Rijkaard. Koundé does really well to win the ball there. And it's Xavi Alonso. Oh, no joy this time. Now it's Forlan. Forlan. Some resolute defending there. It's a throw-in. Great vision. He slings it in. That's a decent clearance. And it's Neymar. Kimmich concedes a free kick for that. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
There will be 1 minute.
Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
And the referee has blown for half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Bangladesh are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
And that was really positive from him. He was far too good for those defenders and nearly scored a cracker.
Oh, what? Goes for a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Filippo Inzaghi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
This is their second corner of the game. Impressive jump! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Neymar, Forlan, Rijkaard gets a foot in here, and it's Gullit. Inzaghi, and again they run up against stubborn defending. Bangladesh, with this 2-goal lead, they're certainly looking much the more assured side. Oh, this looks sharp. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kimmich gets across to intercept that. Koundé. It's Xavi Alonso. Alonso, this is promising. Koundé. Rodri. Neymar. And this is Forlan. And he's quick to return it. Xavi Alonso. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Filippo Inzaghi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Real chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Oh, what a chance. And after doing all the hard work as well, he'll be kicking himself here.
Kukçu.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Caceres has a look and plays it forward. And it's Gullit. And here's Shevchenko.
Shevchenko really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball.
Oh, what a mistake! Dani Olmo. Brilliantly cut out. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Neymar. Bangladesh can consider themselves just about safe now. Kimmich. And here's Shevchenko. Shevchenko was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That has not gone well. Kimmich. Now it's Gullit. And it's Rodri. Neymar. Filippo Inzaghi. Gullit.
2 added minutes has been
And he was
indicated.
quick to react. 2 minutes to be added on. And it's Gullit. And time is up. Bangladesh can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results-driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner. Shevchenko
Hello everybody,
picking up
and
the
this
Man of
is
the
a
Match
quick reminder
award,
to let you
and
know
no
that you'll be
surprise
able to
there.
catch today's match broadcast live
How would you
on
sum
our
up what
club's
we've
FM
witnessed, Jim?
station.
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Gabriel Batistuta, Jim, pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you say?
Devastating. A great goal scorer and a scorer of great goals too. Giving the ball anywhere near the box, and you know what the outcome will be.
A very example of a centre-forward.
Absolutely, he was pretty close to perfection for most of his career.
And here's Inzaghi. Engages and forces him off the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Davis. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Xabi Alonso.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And here's Batistuta. He's gone for goal!
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Pedri. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Well, this is intriguing.
Neymar. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, good take in a good area. Caught offside that time. Neymar. And it's Neymar. And it's Davis. Davis. That has not gone well. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That's a little off target. Xabi Alonso. João Cancelo. Looking tidy in possession here. Now, big chance! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? That is a gem! An absolute gem! Barcelona are in
There will
front.
be 1 minute added time.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting. Well, and that signals the end of the first period. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Bangladesh trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Celebrating their birthdays today.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So off we go again.
Bangladesh can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
João Cancelo. Messi. For João Cancelo. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's having a go! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Now it's Pedri, distributed tidily. Ferry did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Beckenbauer. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Hullet. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Hullet. This is promising. Chiellini defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. João Cancelo. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Looking to play him in. Floated through. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Substitution.
The manager
for
can make a
Barcelona.
change for the first time in the game here.
Batistuta. Number 14, Mbappe. Number 9, Neymar.
And it's played forward.
Number 22, Chiellini. Number 4,
Barcelona clearly have been
Beckenbauer.
instructed to kill this off.
Coming on the
Offence
field,
is the best form of
number
defence.
15, Diego Forlan. Number 10,
Kimmich.
Erling Haaland. Number
And this is
8,
Xavi Alonso.
Fermin. Number
And this is
19,
Hullet.
Van Dijk. Number
Oh,
2,
he'd love to have another go at that.
Oh, I think you could really feel his pain there. He was convinced he'd put his side level.
And it's hoisted clear. Out of play for a throw. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Bangladesh are running out of time and out of options.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
That's a look and plays it forward.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, good spread. And he's intervened well there. Filippo Inzaghi. And that will be the final act. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to
The
today's
excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to defending. He's very effective, pushing people back by almost joining in central midfield himself. And, you know, he has a real air of authority about him now as he matures through the game.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And this is Forlan. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Caceres. And here's the chance to counter. Cafu. That'll be a throw. It's a promising position. Swings it across.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Caceres is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. He's had a shot! And he should have made them pay.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Kimmich. And it's Koundé. And here's Shevchenko. Rijkaard deals with that comfortably. And he can thump it away. And it's Nakata. Forlan. It's played through for him. Oh, he's been caught napping. Can he finish? Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Rijkaard clears without hesitation. Oh, this looks sharp. Pedri. Now he's got space here, and he's intervened well there. Berry. Shevchenko. Bangladesh ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Now it's Shevchenko, and he's well positioned here. Pullet showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he was quick to react. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Bangladesh currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
That just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And so the action is resumed.
Bangladesh can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Brazil appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition.
It's Fulham! Fulham! That is a beauty! He's got himself an absolute peach. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Brazil are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 8. Zanetti.
Brazil choosing to
Number
make the first
19,
change.
Hirotoshi Nakata.
Things starting to look
Number
very
5.
comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Now it's Forlan, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well struck.
Oh, what a ball! McAllister! And he's gone long. And it's Kimmich. And this is Shevchenko. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that is well cleared. Xavi Alonso. Played out wide. And that could well leave a mark. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Knocks it into space.
This is the time you need that pace.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Now it's Shevchenko. Kimmich tries to play it through. This has gone, that's a foul. And here's Batistuta. He is through here. And this is tries a shot. And it's Shevchenko.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
And he's there to belt it away. Bangladesh have it back and can go again.
2 added minutes have been
Batistuta
indicated.
going about things with real menace. McAllister! Relentless! Just relentless! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And that will be the final act. Bangladesh have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get
Hello,
ready to lock
everybody, and
horns.
welcome to
This is
today's
football
match.
at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Philip Lahm, Jim Beglin, one of the greatest fullbacks ever, perhaps.
Oh, without doubt, Peter, he's definitely in that category when it comes to legendary players. I don't think I've seen someone as adaptable, as dependable, both going forward and having to get back too. Plus, he's got that excellent leadership he's always displayed, and he's won everybody's respect.
Yeah, and once described by one of the world's greatest managers as the most intelligent player I've ever coached. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Tries to play it through. Shot a goal! Oh, and it's come back out to him. Oh no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Looking to play him in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And that's going to be a booking. Players have gathered round, and they are clearly concerned.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Pullet is eyeing up his options in the middle. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Ambitious ball here, and he plays one through. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rui Costa.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And this is Inzaghi. He's cut it out. Bangladesh leading currently through the only goal of the game, an own goal as it turned out. And the score is 1-0. Bullet driving forwards. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. And the through ball. Abiati breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Bullet. Rui Costa. He's shifting through the gears here. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Rijkaard.
There will be 1 minute
Aimed
added
beyond the
time.
defence. Portugal do have a chance to counter here. He's found a way through. Son Heung-min! And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, every now and again we get a bit lucky, Peter, don't we? And this is an absolute treat. A tremendous spectacle for the neutrals, but a bit of a nightmare for the fans and two managers.
Bangladesh just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And we are back on the way.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Bangladesh are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Berry, the man synonymous with solidity.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And that has put paid to that. Rijkaard. Nice looking ball. Always onto this. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that's definitely not his best. Iniesta. Rijkaard. Son Heung-min receives it in a wide position. Xavi Alonso. Thuram. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Iniesta. Rui Costa. And it's Rijkaard. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Gullit. That's Caceres. Gullit in acres of space out wide. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And it's Caceres. He is through here. Rijkaard. That's going wide left. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Played out to the left flank. Gullit. He won't be happy with that one. Great vision. Now it's Son Heung-min.
Pretty robust defending.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Oh, this looks sharp. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That has been slung wide. Threads one in. Oh, good take and a good air. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's a beauty! He's got himself an absolute peach. Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Portugal give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Xavi Alonso. It's Rui Costa. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody, and
The fans
welcome
have
to
pulled out all
today's
the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And the shot!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
And here's Schneider. Oh, shooting chance! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now, this could be a chance. To Roberto. Oh, well played, well played. That's really well manoeuvred. He's through here. He's got away. Oh, look at... Great chance! And that is wildly off target.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
That's going up front in a hurry. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's picked it up out wide. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. And that's gone loose. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Schneider. Can he get on the end of this? To Roberto. Looking for the run. Nicely weighted ball. Caught offside that time. Rui Costa. Rui Costa. And he's picked out the run. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Inzaghi. Now it's Hunnit. To Roberto. Threads one in.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Rijkaard wins the duel this time. He has found the way through. Real chance! And the referee says that is that for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I'm afraid to tell you that we were
Bangladesh
expecting
currently
traffic to be heavy
behind
after the
by
final
1
whistle
goal to
today.
0 at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never
Substitution.
really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, that's well seen too. Schneider given the lift of his goal, and it's Bale looking to pass their way up the pitch. Rui Costa. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Nicely aimed pass. Scholes.
Scholes really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Scholes. He's having a hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? Ah, he's fizzed it forward. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that...
Schneider! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Defending of the desperate variety. Bangladesh have the chance to go the other way. Baresi shows the will to win the ball. It's run loose here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Stood up well to him there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Inzaghi. He's shifting through the gears here.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Decent chance! And he couldn't finish.
Haaland deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Corner number 2 then. Getting up there!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Schneider. And here's Scholes. It's Scholes! And that would have been game, set and match.
Scholes really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Barcelona have their third corner. And this is Schneider. Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And here's Inzaghi. Just eases him off the ball.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And that could set him on his way. And this is Shevchenko. And a chance! Goal! And right near the end, we have parity. One sweeping move, execute. And we're done. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody,
The
and
fans have
welcome
pulled
to
out all the
today's
stops
match.
to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is developing a massive reputation. The raw power, the speed, the ability to find the net in all sorts of ways. Sometimes you just wonder how you're going to stop him, and I think as a defender you'd be hard-pressed for answers.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. And here's Inzaghi. Koundé. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Beckham. Now, can they get him away? And he's intervened well there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Inzaghi, and he's managed to get free. Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Lovely. And the shot! He scored! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Rui Costa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Nicely intercepted. Well, the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Caceres, and it's Hullet to Rui Costa, and here's Shevchenko, and he is deftly away, and he's quick to get rid, and they're quick to get it back. Now it's Inzaghi. Rui Costa, in by Rui, gets his head on it! Oh, crossbar! That's going to go a long way. And this is Shevchenko. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Beckham.
Bangladesh really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Tries to play it through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Rui Costa is always scanning the pitch for targets. And here's Inzaghi. Now it's Inzaghi. And this is Rui Costa. Spread out to the left. Cross flung in towards the middle.
There will be 1 minute.
Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Odo. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Bangladesh just
Hello,
ahead
everybody,
then as we reach
please join
45
me in
minutes.
wishing a happy wedding anniversary.
Yeah, I like the
from one
fact
of our
that there
fan
was a
club
genuine
members.
flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Bangladesh just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 6, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 21.
We get things going
Erling
again.
Haaland. Number
Bangladesh
8,
leading
Bale.
courtesy of the game's
Number
only goal.
31, Rice.
Oh, that's well
Number
spotted.
22, Beckham. Coming on the field, number 17, Ukraine. Number Mbappe. Number 7, Mbeumo. Number
And here's
34,
Shevchenko.
Amrabat. Number 23, Albert
Rui
Firmino.
Costa. Oh, super ball. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Bangladesh clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Good read, needed to be.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Pullet pinches it off him. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Brazil really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here. Shevchenko! Burmo.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Caceres. And it's Xabi Alonso. This is a promising build-up. Filippo Inzaghi. And he's cut it out.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And this is Shevchenko. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. This for genuine comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
And yes, it's him again. Bangladesh are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Oh, what has happened here? Back in once more. That has been knocked clear. And it's Rijkaard. He's having a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
There will be 1 minute added time.
So just one extra minute for stoppages. And that's it. Bangladesh are enjoying their moment of collective uplift. A win achieved. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. And from the team sheet, we derive that they are going with a 3-4-3 formation, Jim.
Yeah, Peter, and I would say that this setup is probably mostly geared to the front three. I think keeping them busy with chances is obviously a responsibility for everyone else in the team, so the midfield four in particular are keen to get on the front foot and play their part. The back three have just got to get on with it, and at times they are left a little exposed.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Great vision. Bale picks it up out wide. Swings it across. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Luis Suarez. Aviati gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he's there to make the challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's got a chance for a shot! It's run loose. Oh, it's fallen loose again! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
And we have our very first corner. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way.
Barcelona really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Rui Costa cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And here's Hullet. It's Rui Costa. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Mateus going forward. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers, looking for the run. Koundé gets across to intercept that. Xavi Alonso. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
I'm afraid to tell you that
Any
we're
strong
expecting
opinions on the
traffic
first
to be
half?
heavy after
Well,
the
at
final
least the
whistle
defence
today.
can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Bangladesh clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Played out wide. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rui Costa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Gullit stood his ground strongly. Gullit. And it's been hooked away. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he cuts out the supply. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Caceres, Filippo Inzaghi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rui Costa.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Oh, this is a great position. And a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay on side.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Rui Costa. And it's Gullit. That's really well cleared. Bangladesh have it back and can go again. Well, that is one way to stop him. The ball has bounced loose now. Back where it came from. And he's managed to get free. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Mateus pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And this is Shevchenko, and he's running through. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. They'll have to settle for that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw
Just a
was
quick
always
request
likely
today
to be
for
on the
everybody to
card.
please
So
kindly
overall, I
remove
don't
any
think
cars
anyone will be
parked on the
complaining
road
too
outside
much
the
about
stadium.
what they've got.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello, everybody,
The fans
and
have pulled out
welcome to
all the
today's
stops to
match.
make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kick. Neymar! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And they can counter here. Caceres. And that's aimed in. And a header! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That's a lovely, neat pass. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Bullet! And a neat finish. They are purring, truly purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Bangladesh are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And it's Hullet. Hullet with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And he's there to clear it. Hullet! And that is a save of real quality, not easy by any means.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Zanetti. Now that looks a decent ball. That's a good ball. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Caceres, who's set up 1 goal so far. Hullet. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Neymar. And it's Iniesta. And he's intervened well there. Xavi Alonso. And here's Shevchenko. This is a promising build-up. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Inzaghi.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Nicely shaped
There
ball.
will be 1 minute
Some
added time.
resolute defending there. Chiellini. And the referee says that is that for the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or
Please
forcing
take
the
this
issue even
opportunity
further.
to pay a visit
I'd
to our
always be
official
inclined to
store
go
where
for
memorabilia from
the latter,
today's match
go
are
for a
now
third,
available.
especially with a full half of football still to play.
Bangladesh looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. The second half is up and running. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Inzaghi. Oh, good read. Clipped into space. Pass somewhat off target. Alonso, and here's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
No way through there. And it's Inzaghi. Shevchenko needing to deal with defending that's more up close. Inzaghi! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 19.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Shapes to shoot! And that's a good finish. They're back within reach! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Still behind, and he shoots! And it's in! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Bangladesh visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Guardiola, Azar, Xavi Alonso, Koundé, looking to play him in. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Goes for the shot. And that's off target.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.